What's going on, everyone? It is Paul, the 920 trader with 920 Trading and Trading Decoded. The subject today, it's kind of a fun one today. We're not going to talk about trading psychology. We're not going to talk about the charts or anything like that. We're going to talk about the day or a day in the life of a full-time options trader. That's really where we're going to get started, folks. What do we do? What do we do every single day? Well, I don't know about everybody else, folks, but at least for me and most full-time options traders that I know about, it's not about Lambos. It's not about private jets. It's not about all these crazy things that you see on social media. The reality is, folks, it's more grounded than that. It's just like any other job out there. Just because I trade options all day, it doesn't mean that it's unlike any other job or any other profession out there. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that believe that it is Lambos, and it's private jets, and it's all these crazy things, and it's stacks of $100 bills as far as the eye can see. But that's just not based in reality for the vast majority, again, of full-time option traders. So for me, what does my day look like? Well, it's really pretty simple. Now, here's the thing about my day, folks. Every day is just about the same. I am very disciplined in my approach to how I go about my day. So every single morning, 4:15, my alarm goes off. I don't hit the snooze bar. I don't hit it. It's just, the reality is I get up at 4:15 every single morning. And I do that so by 4:30 or so, I can, start sucking down that first cup of coffee, because I gotta have some coffee to start the day. And then 4:45 in the morning, I'm out the door. I'm out the door to the gym. And again, folks, this is every single day. It's Monday through Friday. Now on the weekends, I get up a little bit later, so maybe 5:15, 5:30. I really sleep in. My wife gives me a hard time about that too. She's like, "Oh, you're sleeping until 5:30, huh?" Yeah. So every morning, I'm at the gym, every single morning. Now, depending on the day of the week. So Mondays and Thursdays, it's the same thing. So Mondays and Thursdays, it's chest and triceps. Tuesdays and Fridays, it's back and biceps. And on Wednesday, I do a heavy leg day. So that's the same. It's regimented. It's disciplined. It's the same thing over and over and over again. Why do I keep everything the same? Well, I know what to expect. The market is very unpredictable. So if I can keep those things that I can predict predictable for me and just, relatively stable every day, that's what I want to do. So what happens when I get home? Well, when I get home, I get that second cup of coffee, because I got to have that second cup of coffee after my workout. After that, when it's breakfast. And by this time, it's about 6:45 in the morning. So, I've checked emails, and I've checked maybe text messages. Definitely check social media, because, I've got a social media presence out there, a couple of different accounts. Whether it's Twitter or whatever, Facebook, whatever. So I check. So if I need to respond to any messages or anything like that, no doom scrolling though, folks. Doom scrolling will destroy your life. Don't do it. Don't get caught up in that. So I eat my breakfast. When I'm done with my breakfast, I get ready for the day. So what does anybody do when they get ready for the day? They go in, they take their shower. When I get in the shower, I listen to one of two different things. I either listen to music, that's a lot of the time, maybe 50% of the time, or I listen to a motivational discipline. Listen to things about, not so much about motivation, but discipline. Motivation has an expiration, folks. Discipline does not. So again, it's either music or discipline every single day. So what after that? Well, after that, I'm in my office. I go into my office, and I don't just immediately set up the charts. I don't do that. I sit down, I relax for a few minutes. I'm probably on my third cup of coffee by then. And my cups of coffee, they're basically 16-ounce plastic cups. That's how I drink it. I get into my office, and then I do my morning meditation every single day. I do morning meditation. It can be a Stoic meditation. It can be Transcendental meditation. It can be a guided meditation. Jump on YouTube, find a guided meditation, do a 10 or 15 or a 20-minute meditation every single day. I do that. So the gym, I'm taking care of my physical well-being. With the meditation, I'm taking care of my mental well-being, because again, folks, the market is very, very unpredictable. So I like to be as calm as possible. And those things right there help me maintain a certain level of calmness. Now, for the folks that are in the trading community, you realize that once I'm in that trade, I'm always calm, but I'm talking about what's going on. So after I do my meditations, I'm setting up my chart. So what is my chart? Every single day, the same thing, folks. Again, I'm looking for the same thing every single day. I'm looking for pre-market high. I'm looking for pre-market low. And then I'm looking for 30-minute supply zones up top, demand zones down low. That's it. That's how I set up my chart. And that's how I will continue to set up my chart. But again, folks, I can count on it. I know these are habits. Okay, and I'm disciplined to my habits every single day of the week. Now, before 8 o'clock every day, and I'm in Central Time. So before, and it's 9 o'clock market time, but I'm in Central Time. So every single morning before I get on with our live trading group on Discord, I get a call from my son, or I call my son. That's every single day. It's something that we've been doing for a long time. He started that actually several years ago. And he didn't have to tell me why he calls me every day. He calls me every day, or I call him before I get on with my group. And then after he gets off work, he calls me, and he does this every single day. And I know the why behind it. And, you know, if you're getting up there in years, you know the why behind that also. I don't need to tell you why he does that. Because someday he won't be able to. That's the bottom line. And it's a really, really cool thing for us to do. And it's very, very cherished. It's really, really cool that we do that. So, and then after that, I get on with a group. I get on with a group at 8 o'clock Central Time every single. And here's the thing. It's not 7:59 and it's not 8:01. When the clock strikes 8 o'clock 00, so 0800 Central Time, I press the button. I open up the trade room. 8 o'clock every single morning, not 8:01, folks. Now, if I have an early morning meeting, I'm going to open the trade room a little bit early, and then I won't be there for the 8 o'clock, or definitely not for the open of the market. But it's 8 o'clock, so it's regimented every single day, folks. It's the same. I'm making myself sound kind of boring because I do the same things over and over. I'm pretty sure I'm not a boring person. But I like to just stay as regimented as possible because by nature, I am not. So I've had to force myself throughout the many, many years to remain disciplined to do those things. So 8 o'clock, I get on with the group. So once I get on with the group, I talk about any catalyst that we expect throughout the day. So, you know, do we have any events that are going on? Do we have a CPI day, PPI day, PCE? Do we have FOMC? Anything that we're looking for, maybe jobs, whatever it is, I'm looking for any particular catalysts that will either get us into the market or keep us out of the market at a specific time. So I do that every single day, and we talk about specific or potential catalysts. And then we talk about whatever the group wants to talk about. So if there's a specific topic that they have in mind that they want to talk about, they're free to bring it up, and then we will discuss it. We also talk about, you know, different plays, you know, that happened the day before. We do that on a very, very regular basis. Now, once the market opens, I give a countdown just about every day for market open. But before we get to that, I tell I tell our members the same thing every single day, and it's generally a minute to 2 minutes before the market opens. And here's what I tell them: I said, guys, market's getting ready to open here in about a minute. So what I want everybody to do is I want you to take 3 deep breaths. So 3 very, very deep breaths. And by doing that, it kind of relaxes everybody going into the open. And I'm reminding myself to do it as well. So again, every single day I do the same thing. Now, once that bell rings, folks, it's almost like I'm an auctioneer once the trading starts. So I can be very fast paced in how I walk people through trades. And I do that for 2 different reasons. Number one, I want to talk everybody through the trade, and I want to tell everybody specifically what I'm seeing and what I'm looking for on specific candles. But I'm also doing it for another reason. When I'm in the trade, I'm talking myself through the trade too. So I'd like to have somebody in my ear telling me the things that I'm telling everybody else. So that's what I'm doing. I'm my own person in my own ear, championing myself, talking through the trade, folks. I mean, that's about as simple as it is, and I do that all day long, from the time the market opens until the market closes. During slow times, we'll talk about different subjects if there's really nothing going on, or you're kind of in no man's land between a couple of zones, and there are no active trades going on. We'll kind of shoot the breeze for a little bit and just kind of have a little fun. We have really, really good members, and a lot of really, really clever members, so they bring up some really neat things to talk about throughout the day. Midday, I'll take 20 to 30 minutes for lunch. Typically don't eat a whole lot, during lunch. And then maybe I'll take, 1 or 2 5-minute breaks, the rest of the afternoon. Now, once we get to market close, folks, if I'm making a video, I'll make the video directly after the market. So I'll do that video. Now, every single day after I do that. Now, if there are other issues that I need to take care of, I will do those at that time. Now, after that, every single trade that I've taken during the day, it gets put into my trade log. So everything about that trade is put into my trade log. The trade number, the lot size, the time I got in, the time I got out, the reason I got in, the reason I got out. Did I follow my rules getting in? Did I follow my rules getting out? Did I make money on the trade? Did I lose money on the trade? Those types of things. What was the percentage? What was the dollar amount, gain or lost on that specific trade? So I'll do that with every single trade that I've taken during the day. Now, that's the short form, but that's all the things that we can measure. Those are the different specific metrics that we're looking at. Now, what I also do is I keep a trade diary. So that trade diary, what I do is I go in, and I'll do this sometimes before market opens, but mostly it's after. And I'll talk about how I was feeling during the trading day. I also talk about different ways that I can get better with my own trading, because just like everybody out there, folks, I'm just trying to get just a little bit better every single day. I'm not interested in these big earth-shattering, moves or anything like that where, I just learned all of this at once. No, it's just those small daily improvements that make all the difference in the world. And they do. You're going to look back after all those small daily improvements at where you've been, and then you can think about potentially where you could go. Again, folks, it's just daily small improvements. And I write all those down because I want to look back at those things to know where I've been. And they're also cathartic, particularly if I've had a rough trading day or made a bad trade. I'm talking about a trade where I didn't necessarily follow my rules, or I wouldn't do that again. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about a bad trade. I'm not talking about a red trade. Red trades happen all the time, and it can be the perfect entry. So I'm not talking about that at all. After that, what do I do? Well, I'm probably getting ready to eat dinner at that point. Depending on what time it is, I typically eat pretty early in the afternoon, only because I've been up for a long time. I'm up just after 4 o'clock every single morning, and I've done a lot throughout the day. I didn't get a chance to really drive my Lambo or take my Learjet or anything like that, which don't have those. A little levity there. I eat dinner. That's what I'm doing. So after I eat dinner, sometimes I'll meditate again, depending on how I feel during the day. But then it's off to bed. I mean, that's it. That is literally it for the day. Now, here's the crazy thing. I'm in bed by most nights about 8 o'clock. So I'm up at right around 4, in bed by 8 o'clock, asleep. It doesn't take me very long to get asleep or to fall asleep. So 8 o'clock, 8:15, 8:30, if there's something going on, maybe just a little bit later, but not too much later, because again, I like to keep as regimented as possible, because I know what to expect at that point. But that's a day in the life, folks. That's it. There's nothing earth-shattering about what I or what other traders do. It's a regular job, folks. It's a regular job. But this particular job takes focus, and it takes a focus that most people, and dedication and discipline that most people are not willing to put in. But I know you are. I know everybody out there has it in them to become the trader that they believe they can be. Do you believe that you can be a full-time trader? Because if you can, but you have to have that belief, and that has to come from inside. But you're going to get there by the small daily improvement, not the big things, folks. It's the small daily improvement. But guys, that's what it's like. That's what it's like for me. And I know other full-time traders too. And guess what? Their stories are very, very similar to mine. Their schedules are very, very similar to mine. They're up early and they go to bed rather early. Most of them. Some of them stay up late, and they do all whatever, and they get up late. But not me. Early to bed, early to rise. That way I can get everything done. But thank you. That's a day in life, folks. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with us. We greatly appreciate it. And you guys know the thing. If you like our videos, smash that like button. And don't forget to turn on your notifications. Leave us a comment and share with everybody you know, folks. Share. We would greatly appreciate it. Now, if you're interested in live daily trading, where we talk about every single trade every single day, and we go through that process that I just talked about, talking to everybody through the trade. If you're interested in that, and there's no reason to not be interested in that, head on over to our live trading Discord. The link for that is down below. It's called Trading Decoded. We're so convinced that you're going to find a lot of value in it. We're going to give you that first week for free. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of that free week, folks. Please take advantage of that. Now, if you are interested or more interested in the 920 crossover strategy, because that's what I'm a 920 trader. I use the 9 and 20 to generate buy and sell signals. That's what I use, folks. And major levels. Can't forget about those major levels. If you're interested in that, head on over to 920trading.com. The entire strategy is there for the entire world to see. You do not need to spend thousands of dollars on a super secret strategy that is neither super nor secret. It's all right there, folks. And again, all it's going to take is a little bit of your time. That's it, folks. But again, thank you for spending a little bit of time with us. Now, it's the holiday season, folks. So I hope everybody has a great holiday system. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. I hope you have a happy Hanukkah. I hope you have a blessed everything, folks. Hope everything is blessed. Hope every happy New Year. All those kinds of good things, folks. But again, folks, have a great rest of the day. Until next time, we will see you in the markets.